of the European Championship at Berlin's storied Olympia Stadium. Spain against England. Spain's team, the one we expected, with defenders Dani Carvajal and Robin Lamormal returning after suspension. So that means Jesus Navas and Nacho drop to the bench. Dani Olmo has scored in all 3 games in the knockout stages. Lamine Yamal, 17 yesterday, can be the youngest since Pele to score in a Euro or World Cup final. The big news for England is that Luke Shaw starts his first England game for over a year in place of Kieran Trippier, who did pick up a bit of a knock in the semi-final win over the Netherlands. Shaw, one of 6 players in the lineup who played in the losing final 3 summers ago against Italy. The others: Pickford, Walker, Stones, Rice and Kane. Beautifully set up. Spain have won all 6 so far. They've played some sizzling football along the way. Their pace and flair against England's know-how and individual quality. Lamine Yamal. Harry Kane wished him happy birthday at the press conference last night. Nice touch. But this is all business now, Landon.
All business. It is perfectly poised. Probably 80-20 England fans here in the stadium. And it is absolutely electric here.
Yeah, the word was that about 80,000 England fans have made the journey, many of them without a ticket, and just to be around Berlin for this occasion. They've been everywhere singing the "Football's Coming Home" song. As Langdon says, the Spain fans outnumbered, but there is a big bank of red away to our right in this fabled Olympic Stadium in Berlin, where the American athlete Jesse Owens famously won 4 gold medals as storm clouds gathered over Europe in 1936. There's Luis de la Fuente, successful coach at youth level for Spain, and now doing a very, very good job at the very top level with the senior team. He says he's been on 3 hours sleep a night during these championships. One thing that strikes me in the build-up is that England seem very, very fired up. They don't want any repeat of the heartbreak they suffered 3 summers ago, but can they contain this excellent Spain team? A bit tight on that far side. Spain with the excellent midfield axis of Rodri and Ruiz. It's Laporte. Back to Normand, who's come back into the side today. Born in France, in Brittany, but he's a Spanish citizen now. Laporte with the crossfield ball is aimed towards Lamine Yamal. His first tangle with Shaw. Shaw wins that one. Now Bellingham. It's a big ask for Luke Shaw. He hasn't played any Premier League games for Manchester United since February. He's had a couple of cameos here. Job to do right from the start this time. And remember, in the last final 3 summers ago, he scored after 1 minute and 57 seconds. Gareth Southgate has had beer cups thrown at him. He's taken a lashing from the press. People have called for his job, but he's delivered this team into the final.
Well, he's been everything England needed. Calm, not falling victim to the criticism, and he's perfectly guided this team, although not pretty all the time, to a final, their 2nd consecutive Euro final.
Spain are the top scorers in the championship with 13 goals. They've won all 6 games. Nobody's done that before in the European Championships. And along the way, they've beaten Italy, Germany and France, 3 former World Cup winners. Nobody's done that either. And they've only let in 3 goals as well. That's why they're favourites. Dani Carvajal. Into the captain, Alvaro Morata. He's taken a fair bit of criticism at home. Even with the team being successful, he's only had 1 goal so far. Kyle Walker here for England. Back towards Harry Kane. Kane, who has scored in this stadium in an England win 8 years ago when they came from 2 down to beat Germany 3-2. England have never lost in 6 visits to this stadium.
One of the things I was curious about, as we see Yamal on the ball, was how high were England going to press? And against the Netherlands, they came out early in the game and pressed. They got beat once, which ultimately the sequence led to the goal, and then they dropped off the rest of the game. And my guess is, although they want to be aggressive and press, they cannot give up anything early. And so far, they've been very reluctant to come out of their shell and press the Spanish team.
Dani Olmo's crossing here towards Morata. He is a threat in the air. De La Fuente does like to have a conventional number 9. That was Williams crossing. Corner kick.
Well, this ball is really difficult to deal with. You see it skip right in front of John Stones on a wet field. As it arrives right there, it just skips a little further than he wanted, and ultimately a little lucky that it just goes off his foot and out.
Spain with these 2 flying wingers, Nico Williams on one side and Lamine Yamal on the other. The threat right the way through, looking for the flick on the near post. That time England get that away in the shape of Foden. Back by Cucurella. Saka's got a big job, hasn't he, today on that right-hand side, trying to stop those overloads Spain get down that side of the pitch, with Cucurella linking up with Nico Williams. Aymeric Laporte. Here is Cucurella of Chelsea, so he knows this England lineup very, very well, played against most of them, including Saka. When they did last meet, Saka's Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-0. Fabian Ruiz.
And this is what's difficult when you're playing Spain. So Kabi Mainu now caught along the back line. They're basically defending with 6. And that leaves space in the midfield for the Spanish trio, Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Olmo, to do what they want. This is going to be a really challenging afternoon, evening for this English defense.
Spain already bossing the ball. Gareth Southgate saying in the build-up to the game, we will have to be tactically perfect. Williams against Walker on one side, Yamal against Shaw on the other. Who wins those battles might go quite a long way to determining the outcome here.
Yes, but the problem, Ian, is that means you're defending with 5 against 3. And that leaves all the space in the middle for Spain and in the back to do what they want with the ball. How long can England defend like this after spending so much time defending throughout the tournament?
They've had to come from behind in all of their knockout games to get this far. Nico Williams. Neat little touch by Fabian Ruiz. They're looking for these clever little 1-2s. Williams is closed out by England. They shut the door.
You have to think this is a premonition of things to come. Spain dominating, trying to find little passes, and England will defend it well over and over and over, but all it takes is one time to switch off and Spain get a big chance. So far, so good for England, but they need to find a way to have some of the ball and relieve some of the pressure.
Not happening so far. It's all Spain with the possession. But this isn't the tiki-taka Spain of old. This is a rather more dynamic, pacey outfit. Soccer looking for the 1-2, but Spain have been good when they don't have the ball as well as when they do have it.
If you think about the flow of a game, so when you have the ball for long stretches, it's much easier than to counter press and go get it back. And conversely, England doesn't have the ball for long stretches. You win it, you're tired, so you don't make the little angles and do the little running to get open because you just want to breathe. And the two play into each other.
Rice picking up that bad ball from Fabian Ruiz in midfield. I think these England players, if they didn't know already, have already got an indication of just how difficult an evening this might be in Berlin for them. The funny thing is, nobody really fancied Spain that much before the championships began.
Yeah, there were a lot of teams people were talking about, but Spain, oddly, was not one of them. But they showed very early, in my opinion, that they were the best team here.
Coincidentally, the women's teams of England and Spain clashed in the Women's World Cup final last year. Spain won that by 1-0. England do get a chance with a set piece, almost the first time they've been able to venture into the Spanish half. And what are we, nearly 10 minutes in.
You see how high the Spanish line are. It's in contrast to how England defend these set pieces, and I think this is a much better way to defend. If England do win the first header, it's going to happen around the 18 or just inside versus inside 12 yards.
Sure to take it. And towards Stones, who won the header, but the referee's seen some pushing and shoving.
And aside from the foul, like I was saying, John Stones wins this header, but he's 12 yards out and well wide of goal. So good job by Spain keeping their line high there.
And it's pushed by Guéhi on Laporte. Laporte would have enjoyed the semi-final win over France. He never really could break into the French team. Played in all their youth teams and swapped allegiances to play for Spain. I think it was a case of take that, Didier Deschamps, from him. Williams was looking for a little flick on. Cucurella is able to pick it up. Nicely played by Fabian Ruiz to Nico Williams. Danger here for England. Spain with Williams. And it's a brilliant piece of defensive work by John Stones.
Well, fantastic here by John Stones. Good 1v1 defending, but we have a serious issue with, I think it's Kyle Walker down here on the right sideline. He looked in a lot of pain after lunging for that pass.
Well, that would be a massive blow, of course, for England, their oldest and most experienced player, winning his 90th cap, by the way, today. There's Gareth Bale among the many, many celebrities watching the game today.
You see him reach there, and hard to tell what he did there. He is really struggling, though, Ian. Have to watch this.
Well, they're going to have to take a pretty quick decision about this. Moving very, very uneasily. And, of course, speed, recovery speed in particular, is Walker's #1 attribute. And they need him up against Nico Williams. At the moment, he stays on. Here comes the corner kick. Played deep. Flicked goalwards by Lenormand, but no real threat to the England goal. Keep an eye on Kyle Walker. That is really where the story is centering on at the moment.
I think Gareth Southgate just said something to Bukayo Saka here, so I'm wondering if Maybe Kieran Trippier will come on. Maybe Soccer goes to the other side. We'll see as this plays out.
Trippier is warming up. They're going to give Walker every possible opportunity to maybe run that off, but it may be the kind of injury you can't run off if it's muscular. Lenormand, who plays for Real Sociedad from the beautiful city of San Sebastian. Laporte, now Williams. What can Walker do against him in this kind of situation? Lovely ball off the outside of the boot, away by Kobbie Mainoo. And away goes Jude Bellingham, and of course, who plays in Spain very successfully for Real Madrid, for whom he scored 23 goals in his debut season. Vital, really, from an England perspective, that Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden get on the ball to make some things happen. This is Foden, and here is Bellingham. Now Saka has been the danger man for England, and Walker looks to be all right the way he accelerated away there.
Well, he absolutely looks all right, and this play starts with a really good entry pass from Luke Shaw to Bellingham. Turns, finds Saka on the opposite side, and the timing of the pass was great. Just needed Harry Kane or Phil Foden to run across the near post. They were both standing waiting, but the first good attack from England.
England just struggling for a foothold in the game. Foden. Well defended by Morata, back helping out. There's a lot of experience back there with Walker and Luke Shaw and Stones. Gehi's the new boy, but he's played a bit of a starring role so far, the Crystal Palace player. Stones asking one or two questions of Pickford, who made it look a bit easier than it was.
I think it was more than one or two.
Yeah. I just wondered when they left Stones' boot. That's Shaw. How about that for a crossfield ball to Bukayo Saka? England just beginning to come to life. Rice arriving late. It was a good block by Rodri. Shaw again, and Cucurella to get it away quickly as well. It's warming up, this.
Yeah, this is much better from England now. Spain, a very good pressing, but what they haven't had to do a lot in this tournament is this: sit in their end and defend. And England are starting to turn it on a bit.
Saka, Foden. Came so close to a goal against the Netherlands, one off the line, another that crashed against the angle of the post and bar. But his run without one for England goes to 13 games now. Great night to stop it. Foden, who missed the final 3 years ago because he was injured. And back then, Jude Bellingham was just an unused substitute, age 17.
It's clear that Gareth Southgate has told Phil Foden to follow Rodri around in that midfield. So don't be surprised if Rodri either starts dropping deeper or pulling out like he is here on the right to pull Phil Foden out of there and allow space for Olmo and Fabian Ruiz.
It's an interesting one, that. The two Manchester City players know each other back to front. Olmo sets up quite a bit. Cross-game Shaw gathering fitness all the time. Just listening to Gareth Southgate and Harry Kane talk last night here at the stadium, you just got the feeling that England really do have the eye of the tiger about this.
Well, 6 of the guys here, Ian, started in the 21 final. And that feeling when you lose sticks with you forever. Unfortunately, it's a feeling I know too well, and you never, ever forget it. But I think that will help them a lot coming into tonight.
Carvajal. Sent towards Morata, it's a bit too far for him, and Pickford can grab that out of the sky. Pickford, who's played every minute of every tournament game since Gareth Southgate took over. And since he's taken over, England have won 3 out of 4 penalty shootouts. Unheard of previously. And Shaw keep that in play, didn't look like it. Fabian Ruiz emerges with the ball, and again the ball is fed immediately to Nico Williams. Rodri. Now Lamine Yamal. Dani Olmo. Golden boot still up for grabs, by the way. 6 players, all on 3, and they're going to share it. That's what we're hearing from UEFA, not give it to the one who has the most assists among that. That is Dani Olmo. Harry Kane could get it tonight with a goal. Olmo could clinch it with a goal. Jude Bellingham could get it with a couple. That's very much a subplot, though. Laporte. There is Rodri. Williams against Soccer. Coming back to make it 5 at the back. Helping Walker out. Fabian Ruiz was clever there. He's had a very, very good tournament. The Paris Saint-Germain player. Francois Letessier, by the way, the youngest referee at 35 ever to take charge of a European Championship final. Later tonight on Fox, it's the Copa America final. Lionel Messi leading Argentina against Colombia. That's on Fox tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific. It's quite a day for football fans. Was beaten in the air. Forward again by John Stones. Stones, one of those who's improved as the tournament has gone on, getting the minutes under his belt after being left out quite a lot by Manchester City in the closing weeks of the season. Spain bidding to win this championship for the 4th time. That would be a record. At the moment, they're level with Germany on 3. Bit of an off-beam pass by Williams, but it didn't matter much. Here's Lamine Yamal. Loves those angle balls in, but Pickford comes and gets that one. Foden gave the ball away to Olmo. Yamal. Loose ball from Phil Foden there.
Well, it was needless from Jordan Pickford to throw this into him. Very difficult to take it under the pressure, but Rodri does such a good job picking that off.
Williams to play it in. Again, Stones is there to head the ball away. Saka goes sprawling.
Yeah, this is really smart from Carvajal. Break up this play before Saka could get away, but Leteshier has made it clear now with that decision that he is going to be reluctant to give yellow cards, and I think Harry Kane said to him, that's fine, but the next time we do it, don't give us a yellow.
Which is a reasonable point to make, isn't it? Consistency is what the players want. Carvajal, who has seen red in this tournament against Germany for a second yellow, served the one-game ban back tonight for the final. Manu, the 19-year-old. Kane. Shaw. Came out with the ball as well. It's great play by Shaw, and Cucurella was able to hammer it away. But once again, England just showing their teeth a little. And they're either getting here because there's Saka. Kane tries to get that one through. Of course, Harry Kane famously yet to win a trophy, and a yellow card for the England captain.
Well, we'll have to get another look at this, but I can't tell you how frustrating this is for players. On one side, there's a play that should be a yellow. A minute later, the other team makes a foul and gets a yellow. I think we see Harry Kane, I mean, doesn't look too intentional. Yeah, he leaves his cleat up a little bit. But that is frustrating. You can understand why Harry Kane is frustrated.
Yeah, that's a blow for England, really, because there's a long time left in the game for him to avoid any other indiscretions. Was that harsh, Mark Clattenburg?
No, we can talk about consistency. I'm listening to you both talk about consistency. The referee, all he wants to be is consistent in this game. But you look at the two type of challenges. The one by Carvajal, it's a careless foul. There's plenty of players around, so it's not stopping a promising attack. This from Harry Kane, he's lunged in, and when you see the studs, it actually catches just on the angle or slightly above the ankle. So for me, this is a reckless challenge and therefore deserves the yellow card. So you can see the two differences. One was careless, just a small trip with lots of players around, but this certainly was where it can hurt the player by catching him on the ankle.
Yeah, and I think there were a few that the intensity was picking up a little bit. I think you're right, Mark, and there were a couple challenges leading up to that were getting borderline out of control. So I think probably did the right thing by letting the players know, okay, there are limits here, there are boundaries. You know, unfortunately for Harry Kane, he takes the brunt of it, but you can understand why he gave the yellow.
Meanwhile, here's Nico Williams. Barcelona desperate to sign him. Whether they can afford to do it is quite another issue given Barcelona's current finances. If they got him, that would be quite something, wouldn't it? They had the two Spain wingers. There would be an answer to Mbappe and Vinicius, etc. And Bellingham. Laporte. Cucurella wants to venture forward down that left-hand side and link up with Williams as he did there. Fabian Ruiz. Lamine Yamal. There's a fluency about Spain's attacking work. So far, though, England have kept that door pretty firmly shut. Fabian Ruiz again, and that deflects into the arms of a grateful Jordan Pickford. Fabian Ruiz was recalled by De La Fuente to the squad and was justified that recall as well. It's Kyle Walker. He looked pretty horrible when he picked up that injury. You did think then, didn't you? I think you thought as well. That was it for him. Yeah.
He's obviously a remarkable athlete, and thankfully, it's nothing serious.
Only Ashley Cole among fullbacks has won more caps for England. 107 in his case. Bellingham. Has a habit of coming up with big goals in big games. Jude Bellingham. Twice in the Clásico in Spain against Barcelona this season. And the dramatic 95th minute lifesaver for England against Slovakia. And they were seconds from going out. Bellingham to Kane.
Before the game, Ian, I said in a final, every play is magnified. And you're seeing it. Bellingham on the sideline, tackling in the corner. There you see Nico Williams come inside and defending against Harry Kane. They know that every play is vital. You never know which one is going to make the difference.
And that move was slick to a point, but then Mark Gahey was able to cut it out. Came up by Rodri. The decision goes against a disbelieving Dani Olmo, who gets a yellow card. And I think there's the referee, I think, trying to even up with a bit of consistency. Is it thinking to give one to Kane, which we heard Mark Klangberg and Landon agree with eventually. Almost not allowed to question it. He's not the captain.
Yeah, they've let that go a little bit.
Yeah, they have. Totally.
Well, I'll tell you what, though, similar to Harry Kane's, after he touches the ball, his cleat ends up right in the stomach side of Declan Rice, and in slow motion, that looks pretty nasty.
So he goes into the book as well. Olmo, who came into the team when Pedri got injured. Pedri's unable to play any further part. It's quite good, I thought, by Luis de la Fuente to say to him and to Jose Perez, who also is missing, look, they really did play their part publicly yesterday, and to thank them. And by the way, Gavi, who's missed the whole season with a cruciate injury, is part of the squad, has been with the squad the last 2 days, and De La Fuente said he's our 27th player, so that's nice too.
He's done a terrific job with all of those little things, and they seem small individually, but collectively they add up to making you a real team. And there's no question Spain have seen not only the best team, but the most unified team in this tournament.
The European Championship on the line here in the famous Olympia Stadium in Berlin. Holds over 70,000, and of course it's jam-packed here. Staged the World Cup final of 2006, that famous farewell game for Zinedine Zidane, who was sent off for his headbutt on Marco Materazzi, who is among the spectators today, I'm told. Sure for England. Fabian Ruiz did quite well there. We're going to have another injury here now. Foden is the player down.
Well, it's the theme of the fouls in the first half. It's after you win the ball, the follow through that's getting someone, and Phil Foden, the unfortunate recipient there.
By Dani Carvajal. Carvajal could become the first man here to score in the Champions League final and the Euro final in the same year, and it would be a surprise if it was the right back for Real Madrid.
I think you'd get a lot of money.
Yeah.
Bet on that.
Well, you would have done before the Champions League final. Here is Cucurella. Ruiz again. Lamine looks to get the better of Luke Shaw, but he can't. Shaw has done a terrific job so far.
So Rodri has pulled out to the side from time to time, and that time Laporte was able to carry forward and provoke. Ultimately, it gets to Yamal, and that's where they want him one-on-one. Luke Shaw does a good job there defending it.
Shaw's been part of England's squads for 10 years. He was 18 time of the 2014 World Cup. He's only won 33 caps in that decade. Needs some defending. Norman going up for the header. Another corner is the decision.
Well, Rodri is incredulous here. He looked back at Letessier. Said he got dragged to the ground, and he might have a claim there. Oh, Laporte, sorry. Yeah, he's trying to fall.
Looked a bit like that, didn't it?
And maybe if he keeps going, he might have something there, but he went down way too easily.
Now the referee's going to issue a few more instructions about what is going to be permitted when the ball is played in. Lamine Yamal, bit of room here for Dani Olmo, can hit them, but Harry Kane back defending for England, who have been dogged in these championships. Have struggled for their best form, barring that, well, pretty sizzling opening half against the Netherlands. Here's Rodri. 50 Premier League games unbeaten for Manchester City, but did lose the FA Cup final against Manchester United when Mainu, playing against him here, scored a great goal. Cucurella for Spain, who are bossing the ball in the main in this game. Williams. Shaw, very aware of everything around him, was quite happy to just let that bounce away harmlessly.
Spain have started to figure out now how to beat this English press. Here's the chance from Olmo, or I should say this English setup. They're playing 3v2 now in the back with Rodri and the two center backs, and they're pulling Foden and Harry Kane to one side. They find the free man, the free center back. They can carry forward, and as long as Olmo and Fabian Ruiz stay away, center back can literally carry the ball 30 yards, and they'll be at the top of England's penalty area every time, and they started to figure that out now.
We'll see how that little plot develops. Here's Nico Williams. Carvajal again. Nico Williams turns up on the right-hand side this time. Two wingers obviously with license to roam a little. Just trying to pull England out of shape.
And here you see it again now. Rodri there. And ultimately they find the free man.
It's Williams. And Lamine Yamal, but England get the foot in the shape of Bellingham. Run back fair and square by the Norman. Shaw with a header to get it away. England on the back foot. Bellingham took a blow to the face, stays down. Referee not giving anything. Back comes Spain again. This pressure just beginning to mount, and that's going to be pretty harmless. It's a poor ball that from Fabian Ruiz.
is just so fun to watch, and he's so fun to watch. Ultimately, good tackle from Spain to win it back, but when he gets in open space, he's just a joy to watch.
Good challenge, wasn't it, from Lenormand, really. Lenormand, some stories linking him with a move to Atletico Madrid. I think the transfer market might be quite busy quite quickly once these championships are over. Pickford to launch it long towards Bellingham. England not really able to get that much together going forward. Foden. Saka. Mainu and Foden again. Stones. You can see why sometimes he's quite adept at playing in midfield as well. This is a heck of a run from John Stones. Couldn't quite funnel that through towards Harry Kane.
Well, now there's challenge here for England. The break is on.
With Williams. Now the white shirts have tracked back. Spain didn't really develop the attack quite as quickly as they might have done. Spain would be winning this championship if they did so tonight for the third time in the last 5 Euros. Remember, they were champions 2008. World Cup winners 2010. Won the Euros again 2012. With a great team of players led by the likes of Xavi and Iniesta, who are VIP guests tonight. Fernando Torres, David Villa. You remember that team, all right? This is a new Spain. Let's break that up pretty well. Can England counter? Kane. Here's Jude Bellingham. And Rodri breaks it all up. Kane again. Now Saka against Cucurella. Is he going to take him on this time? Look at Walker joining the attack for an overload. Mainu. Now the break is Spain's. I have to say, so far, the England fullbacks are winning the war against their wingers. That could change, of course. Out of play, nothing Danny Carvajal could do with that.
Big reason why is the wingbacks are helping. Luke Shaw and Bukayo Saka helping in those 1v1 moments. Spain then have to move the ball quickly to the other side. But I think their real advantage is centrally, as I was saying, when Rodri can carry forward, or Laporte or Lenormand, and then space opens up. They need to take advantage of those moments.
England haven't been able to retain possession on the attack for that long. Spain have been quick to regain the ball and launch their next move forward. Here's Morata turning and twisting to break his way, and just about Stones to the rescue as Morata looked for the half yard he needed.
Again, you're starting to see the pattern, Ian. Laporte, all kinds of space and time. Foden and Kane worried about the other two. And this time Morata times his run really well into the box, ultimately earning a corner for Spain.
Spain attacking the end where there are a lot of white shirts packing out this Olympia Stadium. Mino. wasn't even really on the England radar 6 months ago. I think he was about to play for the under-21s and got hauled out of that squad to play for the seniors. And he's just forced his way in. England attempting contain and counter tactics. They haven't been able to counter that much, though, so far.
Well, they spoke a lot before the game about how they were more free. They got to this part of the tournament where they were going to be fearless, and that's great until, as Mike Tyson says, you get punched in the mouth.
Yeah. Well, Bellingham winning that ball. Kane. It's a good block. Walker sent flying by Nico Williams.
But this is what they're waiting for. A little moment. Spain have a lapse. And then you take advantage of it. The Spanish center backs did a good job closing that space as Harry Kane faced up here.
Laporte's injured, by the way, and stayed down after all this.
Oh, you just see he gets barreled into by Rodri here.
Yeah. Great block, wasn't it, by Rodri? Then he crashes into his own player, and I think that was on the standing leg as well, which you always worry about, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. And when your leg's planted like that, you're really vulnerable. Let's hope it's nothing serious.
So a concern about Aymeric Laporte, central defender for Spain. And you can see where that was headed from Kane, looking to just slide that in. Looked to be goal-bound. That was an important block from Rodri.
Importantly for Spain, you didn't have to come off the field. If the trainer comes on and you have to go off the field, now you're a man down defending this set piece. So it's good that he was able to get up quickly without assistance from the trainer.
England would have to do a lot of defending, but with half-time approaching, they have a free kick here at the other end. Taken by Rice towards the back post, and hammered goalwards by Phil Foden.
Foden does a really good job after the deflection, just to get something on it. And boy, Unai Simon, a little bit late there, but happy to get his hands down and grasp it.
For Lamine Yamal to chase, but I don't think even he, with those youthful legs, can get to that one. 17 now, he's past it, isn't he?
A lot of these guys could be his father. It's crazy.
Well, Yamal's dad is younger than Jesus Navas, a member of the Spanish squad who we might see later. It would be his farewell game, 38 years of age, and the World Cup winner. Williams to spread the play to Lamine Yamal. That is half-time, and England might be quite happy with that scoreline. They had a lot of defending to do, but it was defending they did very, very well indeed. Spain looking a threat, but unable to find any breakthrough. Drama still to come, I think, here in this big European Championship final. Back to Jules for now.
Thank you, Ian. Yes, the Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM. I'm Jules Breach, back with you. Spain and England goalless at the break of the Euros final. Coming up, though, Daniel is going to take a look at where England have posed the most danger. We'll also tell you why Shakira is looking forward to tonight's Copa America final, and the latest on how Lionel Messi and Argentina are preparing to face Colombia.
The NASCAR Cup Series is on SiriusXM. We're back on the track Sunday,
1:30 p.m. Eastern.
It's the Brickyard 400, presented by PPG.
from Indianapolis Motor Speedway on SiriusXM NASCAR Radio Channel 90 in the car and on the all-new SiriusXM app. Get closer to everything that moves you wherever you are with the SiriusXM app.
Let's make some smoke and drink some beer. Yeah.
Whatever happened to Tony Horton?
2017, I was knocked down. A very rare type of shingles that went straight into my brain. My body was completely wasting away.
So Tony developed high-impact protein by Power Life.
Add 1 scoop of high-impact protein to a glass of water, HMB plus vitamin D3. They go to work reshaping your body.
Go to mypowerlife.com and use code SLIM to save 30%. Text SLIM to 511-511 today. All individuals are unique. Your results can and will vary. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
At Best Western, we can't promise you the perfect trip to the game. We can't promise a warm, sunny day. Just like we can't promise that the other team's mascot won't insult your team mercilessly. Then again, you don't have to listen to anything that a talking bird says. But we can promise you this. You can find a warm welcome and a comfortable room after a long day at the ballpark. Now that's a win. Life's a trip. Make the most of it at Best Western.
Small business owners, we know tackling your to-do list can sometimes feel like going 12 rounds against a heavyweight champ. Except that heavyweight's gloves are made of something hard, like diamonds. So when a new to-do pops up, you're like, I can't. I'm boxing my diamond boxing glove-wearing heavyweight champ of a to-do list. At Progressive, we don't want to make your day any harder. That's why we make it easy with over 30 customizable coverage options, so you can finally land a knockout blow. See if you can save on business insurance in as little as 7 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company. Coverage provided and serviced by affiliated and third-party insurers.
Hey, Kelly. I love your Kelly Clarkson Connection channel.
All right. Thank you so much for listening.
The mix is eclectic.
I love music, and I just want to celebrate all of it with you.
It's my favorite now.
Is it worth it? Let me work it.
It is perfect.
This is my heartbeat. The Kelly Clarkson Connection, y'all.
I freaking love your channel.
Oh my God.
Channel 12 and on the SiriusXM app.
Euro 2024 on Fox is sponsored by IBM. IBM, let's create. And by Geico. Whatever you need, get more with Geico.
Euro 2024 is reaching its dramatic conclusion today with Spain taking on England in Berlin in the final. It is goalless after a bit of a cagey first 45 minutes. Just the one shot on target right at the end from Phil Foden. Jules Breach, Peter Schmeichel, Daniel Sturridge and Alexi Lalas with you. Spain looking to win the Euros for a record 4th time. England hoping to end a 58-year trophy drought. What have you made of the first half, which was
first of all,
started with Giorgio?
Our own Giorgio Chiellini kissing the trophy. I mean, top defender, and that's what we're seeing in this half. Top defending, and from John Stones said, this is just incredible. He's already been done by Nico Williams. How he got back to tackle that out for a corner kick, I don't know, but they've defended well.
Turnover in the midfield, you see Rodri pressing there. Danny Olmo picks the ball up, and the dangerous Lamine Yamal goes at Guehi and tries to put a little shot cross over there, and it went out for a corner.
Not been many chances in this.
No. Not at all.
Ruiz gets the ball here. I mean, it's hardly a highlight, but it just shows you what this first half was like.
Yeah, let's be honest. It's slim pickings when it comes to highlights this half. Free kick. I mean, this actually falls to Foden. He does a really good job because it's coming over and just flicked on there, but not much on it. And Simone has no problem bringing that in.
Yeah, that Phil Foden shot there was the only shot on target from either side in that first 45 minutes. But in terms of attack for England, they are finding a bit of joy down the right-hand side, which takes us to the creative moment of the half, sponsored by IBM. What have you made of that sort of battle down the right?
The battle's been great. I mean, both ways, both for England going forward and for Spain going forward. But specifically, I want to highlight this here. You see Kyle Walker motoring forward. He goes past Cucurella, Saka plays him in. This is one moment here where we're seeing Kyle Walker be a lot more offensive than he has been for England. Typically, he shows it up in defence again. You see a blistering run. It's an inverted.
He's so quick.
It's so fast, yeah. It's
and how old is he?
It's lightning. How old is he?
37.
No.
He's not that old yet.
32, I think. 32 or 33.
It's good, but with
Stetson,
Saka playing as well as he has the last couple of games, it sometimes don't complicate it. Don't get into his space. I'd like to see Saka at some point take Cucurella on one-on-one, because I do think Cucurella is a weak link. I do think England has done a good job. You even saw Williams and Yamal switch sides, so they're trying to find some sort of equation there to this English defense, but not a whole lot going on.
Yeah, you said already, Alexi, not too many highlights to come from it. But remember, this Spain team are the top scorers in the competition. They've scored 13 goals already, and England are doing well to stifle them.
They're doing well. I mean, and you know, it's a 70-30 split in terms of possessions. That just tells you how much Spain has got the ball. They're not doing too much with it, really. I mean, it's been challenging from Nico Williams up against Walker, and as we saw before, against Stones. They've not really done too much on the right-hand side of the pitch, and absolutely nothing through the middle. So as long as England can keep it like that, I think they're in good shape.
I think they are in good shape, and the pace from the bench for England will cause Spain big issues as the game goes on further. I think the fullbacks specifically have done a fantastic job for England in stopping the Spanish wingers to have big confidence, because you're seeing Yamal and you're seeing Nico Williams lose a little bit of confidence in terms of once you change wings, it's because something's not going right. If you've got the beating of the guy, as a winger I've played there, if you've got the beating of the guy, you don't choose to change wings. You want to keep beating him and beating him and beating him. So let's see what happens.
OK, half-time, all square and all to play for. But what about this? Lionel Messi, he's no stranger to silverware, and later today he's aiming for his second consecutive Copa America trophy. A report from Argentina's camp ahead of their final with Colombia on the way next.
If you like yacht rock, you're gonna love Yatso. A new Sirius XM channel with the same smooth, but even more groove.
Just the two of us. Turn your love on.
Soulful and funky. Yatso. Year-round in a Sirius XM app.
If your goals this year include getting healthier, you should start by taking a closer look at your water. You'd be surprised to find out how many impurities are in tap water. Everything from viruses to lead, PFAS, pesticides, and other contaminants. No one wants that. What you do want is healthy drinking water, and it starts with Aquasana. Aquasana water filters remove contaminants and leave you with cleaner, healthier, odor-free, great-tasting water. You'll enjoy an immediate difference with every drop. With everything from whole house systems to under-sink units, Aquasana's high-performance water filtration systems are low-maintenance and eco-friendly. Aquasana has more than 15,000 five-star reviews from customers like you who want to drink with confidence. Visit Aquasana.com today and use promo code SXM to get up to 50% off select systems. That's AQUASANA.com. Promo code SXM for up to 50% off. Aquasana. A healthier you starts with healthier water.
At Jiffy Lube, we care about cars. In fact, we're kind of obsessed. It's why for over 40 years, we have been providing quick and quality service. And with free, instant estimates at jiffylube.com, you can know what to expect, even before your visit. Visit your local Jiffy Lube. We'll car for your car like we car for our own. Jiffy Lube. Car more. Visit jiffylube.com to find coupons and start an instant online estimate.
Summer sounds like poolside party starters, red hot hip hop mixes, and backyard barbecue classics with exclusive specials and mixes, plus over 200 extra channels. Your sun-soaked soundtrack awaits in the Sirius XM app.
Some days, you're the main character. So Julia. Other days, you're the villain. The voice is mine. The Pop-Off, a channel of nothing but fierce ladies representing the next wave of pop stardom. Tyla, Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter, and more. Plus exclusive songs and stories from Ray, featured all week long. The Pop-Off, on now. For a limited time on Channel 105 or listen anytime on the SiriusXM app.
The Euro 2024 halftime show on Fox is presented by IBM.
Later tonight, the spotlight will be on Miami. Both Argentina and Colombia are looking to get their hands on the Copa America trophy. So for the latest on Argentina, here's our very own Jenny Taft.
I'm standing outside of Argentina's team hotel here in Miami. I was just inside with the fans, and trust me, there is a buzz and excitement from this group. They are honored and excited to be a part of this historic run for Argentina, and they're not taking it for granted. And you know who else isn't taking it for granted? It's keeper Emi Martinez, who said yesterday, I am just as excited to play in this final as I was my first. And as for a plan going into this final, he said you always prepare, but then there's the stress, the physicality, the heat. At some point, the planning is done, and you just have to go play.
Yeah, and she mentions that heat, 93 degrees we're hearing it is in Miami. Argentina should have plenty of support, though. Their fans are already gathering outside Hard Rock Stadium several hours before kickoff. It's going to be fun. Lionel Messi set to lead Argentina against Luis Diaz's Colombia, and Shakira is going to be performing at half-time. Coverage is coming your way live on Fox. Both Spain and England are still looking for a breakthrough in the Euros final. We're hearing that Rodri could be coming off for this second half. We'll bring you more on that after the break.
This is Two Pros and a Cup of Joe.
Yeah, baby. Listen, I thought Jordan Love figured it out last year. That's what I'll say. It appeared that he arrived in terms of what his potential and his capabilities can be. He delivered in the clutch.
Two Pros, LeVar Arrington, Brady Quinn, and a Cup of Joe, Jonas Knox. On Fox Sports Sirius XM Channel 83 and the Sirius XM app.
If you owe $25,000, $50,000, even $100,000 or more in credit card debt, medical bills, or other unsecured debt, you may be feeling overwhelmed, filled with anxiety, even embarrassed. Well, stop. That's right, stop. It's not your fault. Life happens. People lose their jobs, get sick, get divorced, and many other things that can lead to financial stress. So, don't feel bad about it. Do something about it. And join the over 300,000 people who worked with accredited debt relief to pay off their debt. A company with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. They're here to help people just like you. Get out of debt faster and feel the relief that comes with financial freedom. So stop delaying. Make the call to learn how much they can save you. Time and money. There's no pressure, no obligation, just a call. Call 877-258-7735. 877-258-7735. That's 877-258-7735. Program and services not available in all states.
Sometimes your phone breaks.
Ugh.
Dude.
What the?
Oh, seriously? Hey, life happens. But at Verizon, we got you. Trade in any phone from our top brands in any condition and get a great deal on iPhone 15 with an unlimited ultimate plan. And turn...
No!
Into... Oh, yeah! Only on Verizon.
Everything is bigger in Texas.
Way back and gone. That's a home run for Ohtani.
Sirius XM brings you MLB All-Star Week.
Aaron Judge, 2-run homer.
MLB Network Radio will be covering all the bases, from the MLB Draft to on-site coverage of the Home Run Derby and a 94th All-Star Game.
This is Mookie Betts. I'm Adley Rashford.
Hear from baseball's best during All-Star Week.
Coverage begins tonight at 6 Eastern
on Sirius XM, Channel 89, and the all-new Sirius XM app.
Spain and England are goalless at the break in the Euro 2024 final. And as we head into the second half, we're just seeing some of the moments in that first half. It's been quite physical out there in Berlin, Peter. And we're hearing that Rodri is coming off for this second half. And Martin Zubimendi is going to be coming on for him. You said before the game that Rodri is the most important player for Spain. So how big is this?
Oh, this is big. I mean, this is the guy that's holding everything together. He is, helping defense, winning football, winning the ball all the time, distributing it around. I mean, he is, I said this before the game, he is Spain's most important player. And it's a really, really big loss for Spain. But don't forget, Ronaldo left the pitch in 2016 and Portugal still won. So, I don't know much about Zubimendi here.
He took a bit of a whack in the first half, Rodri, which is why he's being substituted. So Zubamendi, who plays his club football at Real Sociedad, coming on for the second half. He's only made one start in this Euro so far, and that was when that man, his manager, Luis de la Fuente, made 10 changes for their game against Albania. So let's see how this affects things. Let's see how it changes things for Spain and for England as we play another 45 minutes in this Euros final. Back to Landon Donovan and Ian Dark.
Thanks a lot, Jules. Yeah, you're right. This is a dramatic development in the game with Rodri almost invincible in club football and a key man for Spain. And on comes Martin Zubimendi, as you say, of Real Sociedad for his 10th cap. A player who's been compared in the past to Xabi Alonso. I know Arsenal were among his admirers. Stories linking the North London club with him have rather died down, but he's got a big chance here in the European Championship final. No changes for England. You wouldn't have thought there would be.
Well, this is a huge moment for Zubimendi, and like Peter Schmeichel said, Rodri is absolutely their most important player. Maybe not their best on every day, but he is the one player you would think they cannot afford to lose, and the plot has certainly thickened now.
Yeah, does that just knock a little of Spain's belief out of them?
And
does it lift England?
Yeah, does it give England some hope? I'm sure, as they saw Rodri was not coming back on the field, especially those midfielders will say, thank God.
And Foden spent a lot of that first half just shadowing Rodri, didn't he? So now, presumably, he might be freed up a little.
It's a great point, Ian, and you can see it already. He's a little more free, and they might have, Gareth Southgate might have said, we need to go away from just following Rodri around anyway. But I would think after seeing Rodri out now, they're not nearly as concerned with Zubimendi's ability to dictate the game like they are Rodri's.
Lovely ball by Carvajal to Lamine Yamal on that left foot. Some danger here. Williams puts Spain ahead. It's Nico Williams for the Spaniards.
Forget about all that Rodri talk. No Rodri, no problem. Look at this little clipped ball by Carvajal. Allows Yamal to run into space. Kyle Walker, in retrospect, probably thinking I should have fouled him. But as Dani Olmo runs through, Nico Williams free on this left side. And the technique here, just smash your foot through it, side foot. Jordan Pickford can't get his leg down in time. And first blood drawn by Spain.
A massive moment in this European Championship final. A second goal of the tournament for the much sought-after Athletic Club winger, Nico Williams. Very, very cool finish for him. His fourth goal for his country.
Well, as I was saying, Ian, you don't need Rodri. What a start for the Spanish.
England go behind for the fourth knockout game running. Every time they've come back to somehow prevail. It was a gorgeous ball right at the start of the move by Dani Carvajal, which helped to open things up.
You know, the pace of it, not hitting it too far, out of the reach of Luke Shaw. Sorry, I said Kyle Walker, but out of his reach. And here they come again.
Williams again with a bit of space in there. Oh no! Drags it wide, otherwise England could be 2 down. England defensively so good in the first half. In this second half, look as if they're still in the dressing room.
Well, Spain have started to turn the screw too. And as Nico Williams comes inside this time, everyone thinks he's going to shoot, rolls it into Olmo, and he is going to want that back in. Set up perfectly for a little half volley smash and just dragged it wide.
Could have wrapped up the golden boot as well, couldn't he, with that? ago, Spain their 14th of the tournament. That ties with France way back in 1984 for most goals scored out of Euros. And of course, that French team had Michel Platini scoring 9 goals in the tournament and running everybody ragged. So it's some performance by Spain. They've looked full of goals here. They've delivered a vital one right at the start of this second half. What can England do about it?
Just to go back on that play as it developed, the weight of the pass was so good from Carvajal, and then Luke Shaw, if he watches this back, will regret not just fouling Yamal there.
Bellingham here. Shaw. It's a sloppy ball really that by Bellingham, and it curtailed the attack.
And Yamal did a good job just to tie this up, cutting inside and forcing Luke Shaw to make a decision. Luke Shaw drags him down. It's a dangerous set piece and a yellow card. He elects to let him go, and ultimately it was the wrong decision, but Lamine Yamal put him in a really tough spot.
Mixing it up, going long that time. Twice, right at the start of this half, Nico Williams has found a lot of space on that left-hand side. Another big test for England here. In that kind of championship for them. Here's Saka. Kukurea sticking to him like glue. Saka did pretty well. Foden. England need more from Foden. They need more from Bellingham. They need more from Kane. Stones. Mainu. Bellingham gets it wide. Sure couldn't keep it in play on that side.
Well, the defending in the box by Lenormand and Carvajal on this side as the ball came in. They forgot about the ball, found Harry Kane, made contact. They know that's the danger man in the box. They gave him no chance to get near there.
Spain's only tournament win in 4 meetings against England back in 1950. 1-0 at the World Cup in Brazil. Because another little problem for England could be fatigue. They've had to play 2 lots of extra time. Spain only 1, and Spain, of course, changed their whole team, didn't they, for the Albania game too, so that was more rest into the legs of their key players.
Well, and England played the second semi-final on the Wednesday. Spain played on the Tuesday, so they had an extra day of rest.
Stones, yeah, he's got a yellow card as well. It's not a great start to the half this for England. Just to underline that point you made, by the way, about the semi-finals, the team playing with the most rest, who played in the first semi-final, have prevailed in the final in the last 6 big European or World Cup finals.
Well, it's no surprise, Ian. As you get deep into the tournament, of course you get tired. Not to mention most of these players, well, all these players are at the end of a long European soccer season, so they are going to be tired. And it's actually something that UEFA needs to look at. They should never have one team getting another 24 hours of rest over another team. It's not fair at this point in the tournament.
Yeah. 2 semi-finals on the same day with staggered kickoff times. Williams against Walker again. I think Williams' buyout clause, and he only signed a new deal last December at Athletic Club, the famous Bilbao club, is about 58 million euros. So I think somebody might pay that, you know.
It's crazy to say, but it's a bargain.
They've been annoyed, his club, that he keeps getting questioned about this in the middle of a championship. I think the Spanish Federation should have put a stop to it. Rice, one a bit tight, gave it straight to Danny Carvajal. Now Morata. Spain looking more of a threat than they did throughout the first half. England have to find something from somewhere against this classy opposition in front of them.
In their other come-from-behind victories in the knockout round, they were playing against much, much weaker opposition, and they just look a bit deflated to me, Ian, as if they know that it's going to be hard to carve out chances when they can't get on the ball.
Lamine Yamal. Morata, Pickford came for it. Away by Stones, who have to get his balance right, but Spain are beginning to unzip this defence, you know. Lamine Yamal. And Bellingham gets back to help out in defence. Rice is the latest to give the ball away, this time to Fabian Ruiz. Williams again! Whistles just wide. That was travelling.
Often when you're playing against a team that's compact and happy to sit in, your best chances come when you can counter-press. England were spread all over the field. Rice was in this left-hand corner when that ball turns over. That was a big chance for Nico Williams.
It's vital for Gareth Southgate and the England team here, really, that they managed to ride through this storm at the moment and maybe come back at Spain a little bit later, but they look like conceding again, you'd have to say, in this phase of the game.
And not necessarily tactically, but I think Gareth Southgate has to consider putting someone on just to change the energy a bit. Maybe you put Ollie Watkins on. Maybe you put Cole Palmer on. Just somebody who's not been a part of this 60 minutes and felt this for 60 minutes, who can have an impact and change the way the game is playing out.
He's sure. And one thing Watkins can do that Kane can't is run in behind. Here is Kane. And the player 1-2. Referee saw nothing wrong with that. And neither did I, frankly, as Bellingham went down. Alvaro Morata. He'd love a goal to silence his critics. For the moment, England are lost in a fog here. Later tonight on Fox, do stay with us. It's the Copa America final. Lionel Messi leading the world champions Argentina against Colombia. Promises to be a great game. It's on Fox tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 o'clock Pacific, one not to be missed. There might be a substitution pretty soon by England. Rice is in a spot of bother there. High press going on from Spain, who've been lifted obviously by that goal. And like you said, Landon, you can see England almost visibly wilt a little. And sometimes it's been criticised for being a little slow with the substitutions. I think we're going to see one pretty shortly, and I think it's going to be the man who was the hero of the semi-final win over the Netherlands with a brilliant late strike, Ollie Watkins of Aston Villa. Who comes off? Could he substitute Kane again for a third time as captain? Suddenly finding a lot of room all around the pitch here, Spain. Carvajal inside. Fabian Ruiz. Nico Williams. Lenormand. Morata got there quicker. Olmo. Charisma natural again. This time Shaw is able to stick out a leg. There might be just a bit of a question of how long can Luke Shaw last as well, having only played, well, the most he's played is 45 minutes so far in the tournament.
Yeah, perhaps it's Luke Shaw that comes off. It's a good point, Ian. He's not played a full game in a very, very long time, many months.
He's Bellingham. I think most of the England fans would like to see, but apart from Watkins, would be Cole Palmer. So maybe just ask one or two more questions of this Spanish defence. Walker to Saka. It's been a quiet night for him so far, but Foden couldn't quite get that back towards Harry Kane. Mainu now. Kukureya's had his critics, but he's been tenacious tonight in keeping Saka in his pocket. Carvajal, of course, a born winner with Real Madrid. So here is Ollie Watkins, and it is going to be Harry Kane who comes off pretty early in the piece as well. Lasts only an hour. So no chance for him to add to his 3 goals. Can Watkins rescue things again? Told a great story after the game. He said he'd spoken to Cole Palmer at halftime and said, "You're going to set me up for a goal here," and that's exactly what happened. I don't know if he's had any conversations just now before he came on. Mainu trying to make progress here for England. Saka, double bank marking on him. Declan Rice across to Gehi. He stays forward. He finds Luke Shaw. Walker now wearing the captain's armband. To Saka. Free kick, England here, and a bit of a dust-up involving Kukureya. Don't think too many Christmas party invitations or anything like that were being issued there.
This was silly from Nico Williams. England are having big problems creating any kind of chance. You don't need to lunge there. It's just not smart. Now you're giving England a free kick in a really, really dangerous place.
England at the moment searching out for a reason to believe. Vital here that the delivery is good from Foden.
Yeah, this needs to be hit so that if nobody touches it, it goes just inside the far post. That's his aiming line.
Just looking for that little flick on, that Spain defended well. Remember, they've only let in 3 goals in the whole of the tournament, and this is their 7th game. Pickford going very, very long. Hoping Foden can latch onto that. Foden did ever so well there, against all odds. Saka, Bellingham, clever. And that's better from him. Got plenty on that, not on target, but maybe just a little bit of a sign there that England are going to fight and fight hard.
Well, the effort from Phil Foden, keep that ball alive, and Jude Bellingham again showing his class. For England, they just need more sequences like this where they can get him in the center part of the field where he can make a play, and there just hasn't been enough of that tonight. Hopefully, if you're an England fan, in the last 30 minutes or so, you get 2 or 3 more opportunities like that, and ultimately he needs to hit the target there. never tested Unai Simon.
Bellingham has scored 3 times in his last 7 caps after 2 in the first 28. Robert Lenormand, central defender who relaxes by playing the piano around the camp apparently. Hope he's good, otherwise it might be a bit of a racket. Bellingham, can he get there here? Watkins, I beg your pardon.
See if there was a slight touch. It's hard for me to know. I don't have any hair, so I wouldn't know if that mattered. You know, England, Ian, are stepping up, pressing higher. Obviously, game state matters, and they're down a goal. They have to, but it just makes you wonder, why don't they do this from the start? What is preventing them from doing this? Now they win the ball back again here so easily. And again, I know the circumstances have changed, but they are good enough, and especially in the back with Walker, Gahey, and Stones, they're good enough to play 1v1 for a minute or two, win the ball back, and actually have some possession. And just not having the ball for so long has worn them out. And now they need their legs in these last 25 minutes. And I'm not sure they have it.
That's what we're about to find out. Can Watkins make the difference? Spain moving the ball quickly. Olmo into Lamine Yamal, and Pickford with a great save. He needed to get down quick. He did.
He's apologizing because he hit that pass, was given away, but look at this extension and a strong right hand too to push that just wide of the post. What a fantastic save from Jordan Pickford.
It really was. It was better than it looked there because you saw it in slow motion. It was really fizzing. He had to be quick. England are nearly in deeper for a moment. Now they have this corner to defend. Foden to bring it away. Well, he said it, didn't he, last night, Gareth Southgate? We've got to be prepared to lose this game to have a chance of winning it. And they have to be rolling the dice a little now. Change coming up with Mikel Oyarzabal, another Real Sociedad player, to replace Morata. So both captains going off. Can't have happened too often, can it, in the European Championship history?
Yeah, a bit strange, but both of them getting on in age. Played a lot of minutes in this tournament. Morata does have a lot of critics, but tell you what, Ian, his teammates absolutely love him. The way they speak about him, he is the consummate professional and epitomizes teamwork, leadership. They absolutely adore him.
And he's brave enough to admit that he has quite often been so emotional. He's been in tears at the end of games of this tournament. Wants to be the man who captained Spain to win the European Championship for the 4th time. They are on course to do that as things stand at the 3/4 mark of this game here in Berlin. Walker lost out there. Olmo. Lamine Yamal with one of those angled balls. He likes this time. Stones is able to get it away. It'll be a corner kick.
I think Spain smell blood now. And Oyarzabal, immediately after coming on, back presses Kyle Walker, wins the ball. And that little clipped ball from Lamine Yamal put John Stones under a lot of pressure. He's kind of caught in between minds and ultimately gave away a corner.
England hanging on by their fingernails a little at the moment here. Pickford. Somewhat strange looking punch. Out to Olmo again. punched away this time more convincingly by Pickford. And Zubimendi with the cross in. And Norman come up from the back, and this time whistling over the bar by Fabian Ruiz.
Struck it pretty well. You can see he's leaning back. That's always going to lead to the ball rising.
Here is Cole Palmer of Chelsea, coming off this fantastic season he had at Stamford Bridge in his first year there to replace Kobe Mainu, who's had a successful European Championships, but it's over now, and others will have to rescue England if indeed they are to be rescued. Ollie Watkins. Laporte did very, very well.
Boy, did he ever, as that ball was bouncing. Unai Simon was well off his line, and you could tell Ollie Watkins just wanted to lift it over him. What a fantastic block.
I think Watkins does provide a different kind of threat to those defenders, because he's got the pace to run in behind them.
Well, and the willingness.
Yeah.
Every time someone faces forward, he's darting in behind.
Fabian Ruiz again with that wand of a left foot that he has. Well, maybe they postponed Lamine Yamal's 17th birthday party till today. It would be some party tonight if it stays like this. Shaw got that away from Lamine that time. Here's Oyarzabal, and the flag's gone up. Yeah, there was an offside in there somewhere. It was a few seconds before. Incidentally, just to mop up on that question I asked, it is the first time both captains have been replaced in a Euro final. Bellingham's poor ball given away. Zubimendi leading the charge. Oyarzabal. Oh, he got a good angle on it, but not quite good enough. Palmer. Now Saka's got room here. Bukayo Saka. Watkins is meeting the Palmer. Equalises. Cole Palmer. England level from nowhere. The boy who can't stop scoring delivers for England.
The last thing Spain wanted was this game to open up this way. When Bukayo Saka faces forward, it looks like maybe at this point the chance had gone. Bellingham makes his way into the box. The layoff is perfectly weighted, and Cole Palmer wraps his foot around it. Unai Simon late to react, and England out of nowhere have leveled 1-1.
It's his second goal for England, his first in open play, and it is priceless. Cue bedlam among the tens of thousands of England fans who've made the journey to Berlin. Spain were on top, threatening more goals, but that's just how this beautiful game can change. England really have been the comeback kings at this tournament, whatever their other shortcomings might have been.
I was just about to say, for Spain, take the air out of the game, make England run, chase the ball, but do not let the game get stretched. That is not to your advantage. And that was really immature from this Spanish side, and it continues now.
Palmer plays it wide. Saka, suddenly England believe. Saka gets him in a Cucurella. Bellingham was waiting in the middle. Suddenly, life is pumped into some tired legs and minds. Saka again. Once again, Palmer. He's whipping up the crowd as well. The young man from Wythenshawe, tough area just south of Manchester, grew up playing football morning, noon and night, going to watch his dad play for the pub team. Pretending he was David Beckham in the back garden.
There's going to be a lot of English kids pretending they were Cole Palmer now.
Yeah. Launched long by Pickford again. Watkins have made a run in behind. It's going to make it a little bit harder for that Spanish defence to squeeze up, isn't it?
It's a really difficult one if you're Gareth Southgate, because you can't not start your captain Harry Kane, but I feel at this point Ollie Watkins' mobility makes him more difficult to play against. When the ball falls in the box, you want Harry Kane to have that chance to score, but Ollie Watkins is hard to play against because of his movement.
Has come a long way from being on loan at non-league Western-super-Mare and playing in the 4th tier for Exeter City, where he only got on the club tour because they only had 21 professionals and they needed the 22nd so they could have 11-a-side practice matches. I think he had to make the tea as well. Zubimendi here for Spain, looking to regain control this silky Spanish side, who look like they might run away with this, and they still could. Carvajal. England fans chanting "England till I die." Cucurella, Fabian Ruiz, off the outside of the boot, says give me the ball again. Here he is once more. Danny Carvajal, that's a good looking ball in. Difficult to deal with for Walker. Williams again, dug out a cross. It's no Morata in there to take advantage. It's Oyarzabal now. It's less of a threat in the air, truthfully.
Well, you saw the best of Nico Williams running 1v1, but as he matures as a player, when the ball's on the other side of the field, he needs to make the box. He darts in front of Kyle Walker there. He's got a header from 6 yards, and he was reluctant to do so.
Here's the corner. Lenormand was trying to get on the end of that. Is Fabian Ruiz. Hacked away by Palmer. With Southgate's future as England manager, that's still to be discussed, but the English Football Association do want him to carry on whatever happens here.
Well, I bet they do now. Got him to another final?
Yeah.
Were they saying that at the beginning? That's the question.
Yeah, I think that's always been the case, really. They're very happy with him. Zubimendi again here. So he lost the ball since he's come on to replace Rodri. Carvajal. Here's Oyarzabal, the darling of San Sebastian. And Real Sociedad, he's bounced back from injury to re-establish himself. Took a little deflection, didn't it, I think? That Palmer effort.
Yeah, a little deflection helped it, and game of inches is right. Just out of the reach of Unai Simon.
There's David Seaman there, who was the goalkeeper when England beat Spain on penalties in the quarterfinals of Euro 96 at Wembley. A long time ago. In fact, it was the last time these two famous footballing nations met in a tournament game. Important save from Miguel Nadal, who is the uncle of the great tennis player Rafael Nadal. Laporte for Spain, who've been so good at this championship that they'll still believe they can get this job done.
Yes, but they need to get back to what they did in the first half, which was breaking that pressure of Watkins now and Palmer with three players. And they haven't been able to do it in quite a while. And that's why they're not creating as many chances.
Palmer missed out that time, got dispossessed. Williams looking for a chance to get a shot away again. Dani Olmo, Williams again, Olmo again, and then Lamar, another great save from Pickford. He's been a hero. Two big saves to deny the teenager.
Well, this one better than the last, Ian. Yamal lined that up, and all of Jordan Pickford's experience came through there. Yamal showed him where he was going. He guessed a little bit early, and he needed to. What a fantastic save.
Spain just starting to build up another little head of steam. Maybe they're going to bring on central defender Nacho shortly. Of Real Madrid, and won't be at Real Madrid much longer, but he has been for 23 years. Carvajal. Zubimendi plays it wide. Once again, the troublesome Nico Williams, well watched by Walker. Off comes Lenormand and Nacho. This is the replay of the latest Pickford save.
Yeah, in the end, Yamal mishit it. He really wanted to hit it just inside that far post. And normally, I'm sure Peter Schmeichel will tell you this after full time here, you don't want to guess as a goalkeeper because most shots go right around your body. But in that instance, when it's all or nothing at this point of a final, Pickford said, "To hell with that," and leaning the right way. Ultimately a comfortable save, but a big save for England.
Some 8 minutes left of the 90, 1-1. 10 of the previous 16 European Championship finals, there's only been a one-goal margin in it, or less than that. 7 have gone to extra time. Including the last 2, by the way. England losing on penalties 3 summers ago to Italy. Yamal to Carvajal. Fabian Ruiz, nice drop of the shoulder from him. Carvajal tries to get the cross in. Looking for a little 1-2 with his mate Williams. Olmo's very clever at turning into space in the penalty area. Saw that against France. Scored a Dennis Bergkamp-like goal in that game.
And now better again from Spain. That time Nacho stepping forward, and that is the key to breaking down this England team, is one of the center backs or Zubimendi now carrying the ball forward, provoking, finding the next pass, and then they're at the top of the box and creating chances.
Stones took care of that one as well. Kukurea, Danny Olmo. Couldn't quite latch on to that, had to let it run. Pickford, unconventional, but it worked. Walker got a bit lucky. Well, you asked earlier on how much did England have left in the tank. The answer, I think, at the moment is enough.
Yeah, and doing this will help them a lot right now. Lets everyone just calm down, breathe a little bit. It's way easier to run for some reason when you have the ball than when you don't.
There's Ollie Watkins dreaming of another 90th minute winner. Conor Gallagher, we think, will be introduced shortly. Oyarzabal with the layoff. Right across the face of goal, and there it is! Spain grab a winner. It's Oyarzabal, who might just have clinched the crown for Spain.
This came out of nothing, Ian. We're going to have a look and see if this is offside. But England just fall asleep at the back. As Oyarzabal turns, this little clip ball around the corner, plays it wide, and as he turns and runs in the box, England fall asleep, and I think he may just be onside. John Stone's not aware. Gahey loses track. Oyarzabal stretching, putting Spain ahead 2-1, pending the offside decision.
It's tight, isn't it? It's a slick finish, that, from Mikel Oyarzabal of Real Sociedad. Has he there got the goal? Might just have been on, as you were saying, but we await the confirmation. Late as well, Mikel Merino, yet another Sociedad player, scorer of a dramatic winner against Germany earlier on with a header. The goal stands.
A few things, Ian, before the game. You asked me what's different about a final, and I said, you never know which play.
Watkins turned into space. Just couldn't get a shot away. Bellingham found him. England keep on coming back from seemingly hopeless positions. Were they going to do it again here?
And he just miscontrolled it. But you never know which play, and that was out of nowhere. Little clipped ball to Oyarzabal, and as he plays it wide, nobody is expecting him to dart into the box that quickly. And that's now the play that has put Spain back up.
Ivan Toney on. Phil Foden off for England. Merino to replace Lamine Yamal. in the 89th minute. There will be an amount to add on, of course, as ever. Cole Palmer with a corner kick for England. Oh, Stones was there, and again. Well,
how did this not find the net? Declan Rice with a free run. Great save on the first chance by Unai Simon. And look at that.
Yeah. Olmo off the line.
From Danny Olmo. Forget about his 3 goals. That was the play that may well give Spain yet another European championship.
Just look at those England fans. The anguish, the agony. They've known a lot of it over the years. 4 minutes of added time.
Just tying a bow in, you never know which play. We weren't expecting it. Nobody in the stadium expected it. But Stones and Gay, he turned off just for 1 split second. And now that's the play that could have them losing their 2nd consecutive Euro final.
The other ball again. That'll do Spain, though. Pickford will be in a race to get this ball and get it downfield as quickly as possible. And Danny Olmo missed a great chance at the other end, but his clearance there off the line, absolutely vital. Saka to flick it on. There's one last opportunity left in the game for England. High boot here, causing the latest kerfuffle.
It's not intentional. Ollie Watkins trying to bring the ball down. It does catch Nacho.
So Ollie Watkins goes into the book. It's too late to really matter now. Confirmation of that. England looking for their greatest act of escapology yet. Now, Spain on the brink of creating history. Forward by Declan Rice. Palmer to pick it up again.
I think you'll see John Stones start to venture forward. Yeah, there he goes.
Difficult one for Gehi under pressure. Wants to get the free kick taken. Every white shirt funneling forward now. Pickford will just launch it in there.
Spain are way too deep here, too.
In towards Tony, didn't reach in. Laporte made sure of that. Saka. And the free kick goes Spain's way, which will eat up even more time as Cucurella writhes on the floor. He did take a blow to the face, in fairness.
Just confirmation there of the onside. I mean, just so close. But Gehi turned off for a moment. Stone's not aware of what was behind him. And he is absolutely devastated, as is he.
His 12th goal for his country, Mikel Oyarzabal. And he's made a career out of that kind of thing for his club. Spain on the brink of making it 7 wins out of 7. This has to be launched forward quickly now by England. King Felipe VI of Spain is there. The referee blows his whistle, and Spain dealing in silverware once more. The old kings of European football regain the crown. Agony and anguish, a familiar feeling. Spain 4 times champions now of Europe. Nobody else can match that. And that late goal by Mikel Oyarzabal clinched it for them. Your verdict, Landon?
Well, Spain were the best team all tournament long, Ian. They really were. You have to say fully deserved. But you do feel for this English team. I think they put on a better performance than they did 3 years ago. They were in it right till the end. But ultimately, the better team won. Spain absolutely deserving of being champions.
Emotional scenes. Nico Williams, super second half from him, including a goal as well. And England left to rue, losing 2 European finals in a row. They just can't get that European trophy. Congratulations to Spain, champions of Europe. Let's hand it back to Jules.
Thank you, Ian and Landon. What an incredible moment for this Spain side. They win a record 4th Euros trophy. They've created history today. The first nation to win 4 European championships, 1964, 2008, 2012, and now they are crowned the 2024 champions after beating England by 2-1. Peter, did they deserve this victory?
7 games, 7 wins. You can't argue with Spain being the European champions. We have, right from the beginning, when we saw Spain play Croatia, we all said this is the team that's going to win it. Of course, for you two guys, Daniel and you, Jules, to sit there and you see your own nations in this game with an opportunity once they equalised to actually win it. It's hard for you guys, commiserations, but I don't think you can argue with Spain being the best team, and over the 7 games they deserve to be crowned champions.
7 games at this Euros for Spain, 7 victories, 15 goals scored, and they only conceded 4 to get their hands on this trophy. Daniel, how are you feeling at the moment? What are the emotions just watching the Spain side win that have so much talent on that pitch, but ultimately the side that you represent, England, losing and coming so close again?
Yeah, it's look, the better team won today. Let's be real about it. You know, Spain have been brilliant all tournament. England showed their fight once again. You know, they tried to score an equaliser with Cole Palmer. You're thinking, yo, could it be the day that they do the same thing they've been doing this whole tournament in the knockout phases? And unfortunately, it wasn't for them today. It was Spain's moment. It was Spain's day. They performed amazing. They had loads of chances. And in the end, the better team won tonight. Credit to Spain. I'm gutted as a Brit, gutted as an Englishman. But listen, the better team won. You have to just give them credit.
I can understand how painful it is for England to once again be so close and yet not be able to pull off, you know, the final moments and to break that almost 60-year curse, if you will. But to everyone's point, they were beaten by a better team. They were beaten by the best team. And Spain right now is the epicenter of soccer, whether it's the men's, women's, or youth. They got the formula down, and it produces not just pretty soccer, but successful soccer. And credit to them, from start to finish, the best team here at the Euros.
It's gutting for England, but Spain will continue their celebrations in Berlin. Look at these scenes from the fans in that stadium. Spain have created history. They are the Euro 2024 champions, winning it for a record 4th time. Euro 2024 today on Fox is presented by Intuit QuickBooks. So Mikel Oyarzabal, the hero for Spain today, the Real Sociedad forward who came on for Alvaro Morata, the captain, in the second half, scored the winner with just 4 minutes left to go in the final. And that is what it meant to the Spain fans. They are back in Madrid at a watch party, and they are probably still doing exactly that right now. They have made it 7 wins out of 7 at this Euro Spain. They left little doubt that they were the best team in the competition. And still to come later today on Fox, Argentina are going to meet Colombia in the Copa America final. Programming note, this game will initially air on FS1 with President Biden addressing the nation on Fox.